event itself is a high school symposium. Our goal was that because financial education isn't required in Pennsylvania, we have to find alternative ways to work with these kids and teach them financial literacy. So we're hosting it as this hands-on interactive event, working with volunteers from the community, corporations to come in and teach these kids all kinds of skills. So they're learning about insurance and career, college prep, credit, all the things that we as adults have to know day in and day out. Sort of in a one-day simulation to let them know what they're going to have to deal with after they get out of high school.
Really a very exciting event, and it has a great potential to help our young people make better decisions about financial matters in the future. You know, a lot of us are looking to engage with more schools, and if we can offer this program to more schools in the region, and then we'd be very happy to do that. And we have a center.
Penn State University Behrend, located in Erie, Pennsylvania, is a 4-year residential college located on a beautiful, wooded, 854-acre campus. Penn State Behrend offers 34 bachelor, 2 master, and 6 associate degree programs. The campus, which educates more than 4,700 undergraduate and graduate students and boasts outreach as the heart of its mission, was host of the 2011 High School Symposium. The 2011 High School Symposium educated about 300 high school students from northwestern Pennsylvania on many adult matters, including career choices, housing, automobile purchasing, lifestyle choices, skill development, account management, insurance, credit and credit cards, and investments.
I'll make this into $1 million. Million? All right. I like your style here, guys. So perfect. Here's the deal. Booth number 11 right back there. We're going to show you how by starting young and just saving $100 a month, saving and investing $100 a month can turn into $1 million for you. It's not a joke. You can probably be multi-millionaires if you start young enough, saving and investing simply $100 a month. Every one of you can do that. Now, on top of that, we're at the beautiful Penn State campus, beautiful campus here, and I definitely encourage each of you to take some higher education. College is a great investment. Did you know a college graduate earns $500,000 more for the same amount of work without a degree? So right now we're 5 minutes into the show. You guys are already up $1.5 million. How do you feel? And the good thing is, each of you can do it. Okay? You don't have to be a rocket scientist. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. You don't need to be, the best looking or whatever, the best dancer or whatever. You can do it with simple, consistent investment. Now, I talked a lot about money, but okay, really money doesn't matter. All right? It's what money brings us that matters. Now, if you guys have all the money you wanted, what are some of the things you would do?
I just think that the kids need a lot of this exposure. I don't think they have a lot of information about the car thing. I don't think they have a lot of information about budgeting and housing expenses, and I think that it's something that they need for later. So.
I think they're really enjoying it because they get to pick a lot of different things, and it's giving them choices, and they're actually making very reasonable choices that will be beneficial to them.
And they're learning about their credit and how it can affect you in the long run with just getting a job or housing or insurance. Credit is an important component, and they're now beginning to open their eyes up like, wow, I didn't realize
open
how
their
important
eyes as to how all this stuff matters, what you do, if you have access to a credit card, how important your education is. It's the foundation for the auto, the home, et cetera, et cetera. And I think this can open their eyes for the need to learn to manage your money and to think about what you do before you do it.
So far, the kids have been pretty interested in what's going on. Not a lot of them really think about from day to day their financial situation or how to better themselves. A lot of their focus is on getting into college or doing well in school, so they haven't really put the economic piece into their education yet.
The information that they give you is very useful.
Okay, something you would use in the future?
Yeah.
I think it's really helpful. It's some pretty good information, and I think we can all benefit from it.
Cool. So you feel like when you leave here today, you're going to actually gain something from it?
Oh, yeah. You got to manage your money good. I mean, just be smart of your choices. That's what I think.
And do you think that will help? Do you think that will help you in the future?
Yeah, I think it'll help you in the long run.
Just think about it back of your head, but once a friend comes here, they can actually think about it behind, like in the back of their heads, no matter what it is that they're doing, spending money on shoes, spending $100 on a concert. I mean, they can actually think about savings in the future.
I like this guy right here. He's telling us about college and how like this pathway is to help you get into college and like the transcripts you need, and it just helps out a lot.
Oh wow. The biggest thing I learned in the symposium is basically how money works and how to save it, how to manage your money correctly, and to know exactly what you're signing.
It's a learning experience, and that I would learn from it and use that information that I learned today in life.
Do you think this will help you having a test run before? Do you think when you move out on your own? Do you plan on moving out on your own, and how will it help you?
I'm planning on moving out on my own, and I think it will help me because I realize what I need to do and how much money I will need and what experiences I need to go through.
It will help me plan on like what kind of career I'm looking for, because depending on what kind of career I want, it depends on which college I'll go to. So
I think the pathway, because they'll help you prepare for college and they'll help you pick schools and do your resumes for schools. So I think I'm going to start using that.
Buying a car, renting a place, buying a home. We have an hour.
Students weren't the only ones to benefit from the symposium. A section was dedicated to teachers and educators to offer them new ways to implement this new material into their own classrooms.
You know, I live that life that many college students face today, where you're eating tuna top ramen for months at a time, mac and cheese, 29-cent tacos, just trying to scrape by. I know many of us have been there, but that 2 to 3 years, was that?
Still are there.
And it is. This whole money thing is ebb and flow. We might be good for a little bit, and a couple things happen. A car breaks down. We get laid off for a couple months, income doesn't come in, and again, we're in that cycle again. But with knowledge, we can overcome that. And we're doing some educator training in here, teaching the teachers how to talk to kids about money and prepare for college. Tell us about the value of training teachers so they can encourage financial responsibility and college growth.
Well, our teachers is what I would like to call our first line of defense. And so if they're educated on the financial aspects of college, and not just college, but life planning, they're the most important people that the kids are going to come in contact with on a daily basis. So I think it's absolutely wonderful that they're in that training, learning more about finances, and they can relay that information to our students.
Reason why I wanted to come here today was they said it would teaching kids to be engaged, or showing us how we can engage students in financial literacy. So, we've got a graduation project, and we talk about personal planning, monthly budget, some job skills and so on. So things today was kind of bringing economics alive for us so we can take it and kind of demystify.
Yeah. I teach English, and so sometimes it'd be a little difficult to get some of the finances in, but we could write an essay, based on feelings of poverty and different things, and expose them to some of those issues that we might be able to tie in with another class if we were to plan it together.
We have lots of these principles in a course that we teach called personal development. What I think is going to happen with an event like this is that our teachers, our personal development teachers are here, and I think they're going to be able to broaden some of the things that they teach.
Okay, nice.
It might be able to go a little farther now.
It was related to us in there that you really got to start early on. Like I was also telling you earlier, that I'm in my later years, as opposed to these kids, I could start doubling and tripling the amount of money that I invest. I won't make as much as they do. just by putting maybe 10% of whatever they make, whether it be $50 a week, well, $5 a week set aside for investment. That's rather important to them.
Yeah.
Plus, they learn the importance of savings and investing, and they actually will have something.
I think it's real world experience, and I think the more that we can teach them in high school, the better off they are. I think it's life skills we need to teach them, and this certainly is one.
First of all, you have to get an education so you can have some money, and then if you don't use it wisely, you cannot buy the clothing that you want, you cannot maintain an apartment, you cannot, have all those things that people want. So it all goes hand in hand with our curriculum at Gannondale, and that's why we were so pleased today to have our girls as a part of this.
This 2-day event helped hundreds of students get on the right track to their financial future.
Penn State Barron is giving high school students a real money experience. 300 sophomores and juniors got to choose a career, then make those big budget decisions like housing, transportation, clothing. From there, they're going to decide the education and skills needed for the career.
We have students from all throughout Western Pennsylvania that are here today to actually get engaged and involved in a real-life simulation. So they're going to be dealing with a lot of the situations that we as adults deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Is there any particular station that stuck with you, that kind of hit you hard?
Definitely accounting and housing, because I have to live somewhere and I need a bank account.
With the help from our many generous sponsors, Penn State Barron will be able to host this event for many years to come.